morning. How are you doing this morning, Bass Man?
I'm doing great.
Did you party last night? Don't lie.
Feels like I'm older.
Feels like you're older. Did you
No,
party hard last night?
I partied with my pillow. I spent most of yesterday in bed with a migraine,
Oh,
and my 4-foot metal shelves finally came in.
yes. Shelves?
Yeah, you remember I was getting the shelves for beside my.
Oh, the shelf with the different things on it? Or
Yeah.
did you get two of them?
Huh?
Did you get two different shelves or just
No,
one?
just one. But
Gotcha.
there's 4 shelves on the
Gotcha.
one.
Gotcha.
And it came in finally. We ordered that and it never came. And so we had to reorder it. And wherever it went. We ordered it from the internet, Amazon or somewhere. And they both went to, I think, Liberty, Missouri and disappeared. There's
Really?
some kind of station there or whatever. And then poof, my
The
book.
black hole?
Yeah, my book that I ordered and my stand, both this. And my wife had some other stuff that disappears from there. But anyway, I got it.
Somebody's house is well furnished in Missouri.
Yeah, somebody's got a lot of my stuff. But I went to town with my daughter and wife yesterday morning and ate at Waffle House and
Waffle
groceries
House.
and brought them home, and we put this stand together. Well, my wife and I both got sick trying to put the stand together.
Oh, wow.
And I'm still not sure I've got it all right, but I think I got it correct.
Have you got anything on it yet?
I've got it full.
Nice.
But
Coin stuff? Coin stuff?
All my coin stuff was on it.
Nice.
Everything. I've got to go through this stuff now and get it neater, but I got it full of coin stuff. Even my lockbox.
Nice.
I put it on the bottom to get in the heaviest box of coins I got. I put on the bottom to
weigh it down.
Give it a base. Yeah.
I hear you.
But
I partied a little bit last night.
I could use a few shells.
I partied with a coyote.
Yeah, with the coyotes. You and the coyotes just
yeah.
partying.
Okay, just to give you folks some backstory. Went outside last night and was walking around. Heard the leaves rustling. Well, didn't think much of it. Then turned back around, and from the lights of the carport, there's a coyote trotting towards me. So I turn around and run back inside real quick. I wasn't about to mess around with no coyote. Bassman was saying he must have had rabies or something, because they usually, which I know they're skittish, because I used to hunt coyotes back in West Virginia, but yeah, it was trotting at me. Pretty good clip.
Yeah, they don't usually want to come near people.
Yeah, it scared me. I was 30 foot from the front door, and I don't think for the first 20 foot my feet hit the ground very much. My big butt was a moving. Let's go ahead and say hello to the fine folks this morning. First up, saying good morning and happy new year, Tiny Kevin Bassman. As you folks noticed, Mr. Kevin isn't here. Mr. Kevin's probably traveling today. So
we didn't know if he was or not.
Right. We have Gold Aztec in the house. Good morning. Baby Huey 123 again. Good morning, Tiny Bassman and Kevin. I hope you all had a blessed New Year. Absolutely. I got to spend New Year's on the computer talking to Laura Lala and Zoey. So got to see them through the computer last night. Member of the channel saying Happy New Year, we have Donald in New Mexico. Straight from... Good morning, Donald. We have Seagriller Stacker saying Aztec go Niners, especially 2 weeks off before the run to the Super Bowl. Ooh. 49ers in the Super Bowl. SF Kim Rush. Good morning, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Red Silver, the OG. Good morning. Under 600 for Tube 2024. Good morning, sir. Bass Man, Bass Man. Good morning, sir. Look who it is, Bass Man. Old Bell. Saying hi. Good morning. Say morning, Tiny and Bass Man. We have the one, the only. Brown Sugar 0069. Good morning, man.
You may have missed one. No, maybe not. Keep going. We'll see.
We have Brother Compton, member of the channel, saying, hey, guys. Good morning, sir. Silver Gator. Hi, how y'all are? I'm so glad for me to see you. Yeah, wrong damn tea. Good morning, sir. KG Coins saying, hello, all. Good morning, sir. Hope you and Smiles are doing fine this morning. Did I miss someone? Wait a minute.
Silver Frog Man. Did you see him?
Haven't got to him yet.
Oh. Well, okay.
Yo, fan. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, sir. Compton said I just got home. Well, you should be working today. Oh, no. Today's New Year's Day. Don't know what I'm thinking of. See, now I'm paranoid that I'm missing people. There's Silver Frog Man. Got the cup of coffee, donut cup of coffee. Good morning, sir. See, you got me reading each and every person, and I can't go through them quick. So I'm like reading every name. Feel like I'm.
Well, you read two names, and I was looking, they were in the same order. And then you read the next name and skipped Silver Frog Man, and that's why I thought you had skipped it. But I wasn't looking at your messages over there to see that you were posting different messages.
I got you.
So.
Gotcha. I like that Silver Frog Man got all the frogs going on there.
Yeah, got him a little roll.
Good morning, Pollock 14. Happy New Year, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Got something from the Mint this morning, folks. It is a where to go? Build your dream coin collection in 2024. Your best year of collecting. We're looking forward to spending 2024 helping you build your dream coin collection. We can't wait to share all the new and exciting products on the way. If they're looking forward to spending the 2024 helping you build your dream coin collection, I don't know about you folks, but the 2024s aren't even close to my dream coin collection. I mean, we're talking, 1916 Mercury dime. We're talking, what I'm saying? We're talking 1921 high relief peace dollar. Tiny New Year's resolution: take a speed reading course. Smart ass. Sorry. Sped reading. Can do sped reading course. There you go. How about that? Is that quick enough? Not really. just messing with you there, Donald in New Mexico. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I'm so smart. Speed reading. I can talk fast, but speed reading, I can read, normal pace, but I can't see how people do the speed reading. I mean, they're like picking up they say they're picking up the first two letters and then like the fourth letter if there's four more in a sentence. And that's how they're reading. Like when you see like on Facebook or something like that, or in a meme, you'll see those messages that's like letters and numbers. And by the time you get to like the third or fourth word, you're just reading it and it's all numbers with a couple letters in it. They say that's how they get the people to speed read.
They look right down the center of the page at the sentence, and they learn to see the whole sentence. My mother told me she did that before I ever heard of Evelyn Wood. And my mother could read faster than anybody I ever saw. Could type faster than anybody I ever saw too. But that was her reasoning,
Yeah.
Is that she could read it so fast, I guess. So
Laura could read fast. She could read like
another one.
Jackalope Herdmaster. Been a little while. Good to see you. Silver Frogman says, I've been backing off buying so much modern stuff from the mint, overpriced, and loses value instantly. Pretty much. Miss Amy Harrell, good morning, ma'am. Member of the channel. Good to see you, ma'am. So speaking of the mint, has anyone seen anything become available like over the last week that was out of stock? Because I've seen a couple numbers that some more like the 2019 reverse proofs became available, like 3 of them. Can't read it, can't spell, can't type. See, I read that, and it doesn't even look like anything resembling.
I used to, when I came out of the Navy, I was a computer tech. Mm-hmm. And there was no jobs in Arkansas for computer techs.
Sorry.
I ended up, sorry. I worked for a company that had computers called Burroughs, but I worked on their calculators for a while. Then I got dropped off because of the, seniority thing. They had to cut somebody back, and I was the low man. Well, anyway, I got a job then fixing typewriters for a guy. Well, I learned during this why my mother couldn't type. The problem she had, what's the shadow band name?
Chad Wolfenstein Hasselberger Dorf. $2. Am I shadow banned? No, sir, you are not banned at all. I didn't see any of your other messages. If you typed anything else, it must not have come through, because I would have seen that name.
Make sure you're on live chat.
I would have seen that name for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, whenever you type on an IBM Selectric typewriter, if you type ahead of it, if you get ahead of it, it will type an underscore.
Underscores, yeah.
That is the farthest it can turn the ball and the farthest it can tilt the ball. That's what symbol is there. And so it runs them together. If you get ahead of it and it runs them together, that's what it does. It slings it all the way around and all the way back. And But then they came out with typewriters that had a buffer. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a very big buffer. But they were electronic, and my mother could still out type one.
Oh wow.
And so um, she could actually type faster on a non-electric typewriter than most people could in electric because they don't jam as easily. Um, and you could basically see when you hit the key, you saw the motion, and so she could see if she was typing two because they hit each other. So, but I was always amazed. My mother could out type one of those that had a memory.
Nice.
You'd get
I had a
ahead of
school teacher.
it, just stop.
I had a school teacher. The closest thing I've ever seen to somebody doing that is the manual typewriters that had the arms. I had a school teacher that when she typed, you'd hear, and it was actually the arms smacking
Right.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were rubbing together, and I mean it would constantly be, not just.
If you find people that type very quickly, and they type on the same typewriter most of the time, you'll find that the part of the and that's the old style that the arm swang up. The arms would swing up and brush each other, like you say, going back and forth, and it would jar the faces loose because that face is just glued to the arm. The face with the character on it,
Yeah.
okay, is glued to the arm or soldered to the arm, not glued. But anyway, it will crack that solder from them hitting each other. And so you can tell who types fast by how fast they have to come in and get their typewriter fixed.
Yeah, I remember when I was little, my my grandmother and grandfather, when they lived in Round Lake Beach, Illinois, they had a really big house, and they had a spiral staircase. Well, they had a closet that you went up 3 stairs under the spiral staircase, and there was an old manual typewriter in there. And I remember when I was little, just standing there and just jamming all the keys together just so I could watch all the things pile up in the middle. Good morning, Scott S. Morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, I was a real good guy to be fixing typewriters. I couldn't type.
Yeah, I hand pack. I mean, I can type fast on a computer, but I only use like 3 fingers on each hand.
Yeah.
I'm not like, not place my fingers and
I
do with
actually
your
do that
pinkies.
now, but
I can't do that. I
didn't
can't.
then.
They tried to teach me. I guess is where ever since I was little using manual typewriter and stuff like that, and my grandmother's word processor and stuff, using just hand pecking with a couple fingers at a time. But whenever I got in school, I guess it was 6th, 7th grade, when they first started with computers in schools, they tried to teach you how to put your fingers on the keyboard and use your fingers and your pinkies. I couldn't do it. But I could type just as fast with my 2 or 3 fingers than what most people could using their whole hands and putting that pinky out there, and I can't do that.
I went to college in 3 years, counting summers. I went summer semesters too. And I was taking computer science, and I worked for the first year as a typewriter repairman, and the next 2 years I was writing the code, the program to do a preventive maintenance on all of the VA equipment in the 3 hospitals we have here, and could not type. So my last semester during the summer in school, I took what was called a keyboarding class. And basically it was typing class on a computer.
Yeah.
I wish to this day I had taken that the first semester.
Yeah, because first semester you were using chisel and a hammer on them clay tablets. I remember.
Yeah.
But you
But I tell you what, I was fast, buddy, 35 words a minute. But I could type. And man, can you imagine how slow I was at 35 words a minute? Seemed fast.
Click, click,
yeah,
click.
And so, you know, I wish I'd have taken that. I don't see why it's not a prerequisite. They ought to have to take that before you take a computer course.
Yeah.
But I couldn't type. I hunt and pecked my way through college, and by golly, I knew where every key was. And then I learned to touch type. I can't tell you where a key is on the keyboard.
Laura, she types like 130 words a minute. She's deadly quick on a computer.
Yeah.
I know. The most I ever typed was 70 words in a minute.
Yeah, my mother was over 150, and that was about as fast as you could get the cotton picking thing to go.
Yeah.
And I couldn't type a lick. But I never understood why when I was typing something, I couldn't think of where the key was. And I'd say, where's the cotton picking C key? And Mother would say, oh, it's right here. Wiggle her finger.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell me much, Mother. She said, down and left.
What's it next to? What's it next to?
Yeah, I don't know what it's next to, but it's down and left.
Yep.
So she could tell us what part of the keyboard it was on, but not what it was.
Yeah.
And now that I've learned to touch type, I do the same thing. I was sitting there the other day trying to think of where the C key was, and my brain would not think of it. I was sitting there, and I started to get up and go over to the computer just to look, but then I put my hands in front of me like I was typing, and I said, oh, it's right there.
Donald in Mexico says, if we beat the Redskins this week, we can have 2 home games in the playoffs, then off to San Francisco. Must be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, here you go, folks. Miss Amy's done a little bit of legwork. The men has 8 $10 bill sheet and 4 $100. That's cool. Donald in Mexico says, I'd like a 32 sheet of hundreds. I'd just like to have 32 $100 bills.
Yeah.
I don't need them all together. Hell, if I had them all together, I'd be cutting them suckers loose.
Yeah, they'd
be I'd be paying some bills.
Them suckers should be loose now, I'm telling you.
Miss Amy's saying some 2020 American innovations and some other stuff's available too. She said, Tiny, when I was in high school, I had to take typing to graduate. Wow. See, Griller Stacker says, I rarely speak faster than 35 words a minute.
There you go. I'm the same way sometimes. But they had the same kind of thing in my school, and you had to have health and something else, and you had to have typing.
Home ec?
I couldn't take either one of them. No, health and typing. They had home ec, but they wouldn't let the boys take it.
We had home ec until I think it was 7th grade. And in 7th grade, they did away with home ec.
They had home ec to the day I graduated. Of course, the day I graduated was almost before you were born. But anyway, they
Year did you graduate? 77?
77
I was still running around in diapers.
in May. Yep. So they they had to have health and they had to have uh, typing, and they had to juggle the books somehow to get me through because I played football, and because I played football, my my time for football was I was in junior high, but I was playing senior high football, and so the time for me to practice was during typing and health classes. And so I could never take those. What are we, 75? They bidding or what do we got going here? 18 or 19?
Old Bell says 75. Hit that like, 75. You have fans saying 18 or 19. I think they're talking about likes.
It might be.
Please hit that. Please hit that thumbs up. Lets YouTube know that we're doing something good over here. I'm going to go back. Dawn in New Mexico says, I flunked coloring.
Yeah. Did you get outside the lines?
Couldn't stay inside the lines, he says.
Yeah. They and then nowadays they tell you to get out, think outside the lines. You know,
Yeah, think outside the box, yeah.
Yeah. Back then
when I was little,
get out of it.
When I was little, my sister, whenever I went into kindergarten, I could already write my name, knew the ABCs, could read a little bit because I had 3 older sisters, and they loved, playing school or whatever they played, so they would teach me stuff. I could write my name in cursive and a couple words in cursive. But when I was coloring when I was little, my sisters told me, and some people do this and some people don't. They go around the lines real dark with the color, and then color lighter on the inside of it to give it like a highlight. Well, I was doing that, and as the teacher come around, he's like, "No, you're coloring outside the lines." I said, "Just wait a minute." And then I would color like that on the inside, and they would say, "No, that's not right. You just got to color the whole thing one solid color." And I was like, "No, I think I like mine better. I think my apple looks better than Susie's apple, because mine's dark red around the outside and then light red on the inside of it." I said, "I think that looks better than hers, but no, they." And then I got the note sent home, not following directions.
Yeah.
My mom asked me, "What'd you do?" And I told her, and she's like, "Tell that teacher to go to hell." I was like, "Really? Can I say that?"
No, don't say
that. He's like, "No, don't say that." I was like, "Oh, okay." Never did get to tell the teacher that. Looking at the 2023 Silver Libertad proof, I believe I'm going to pull the trigger first piece of silver in 2024. That's cool. Donald in Mexico's looking for those Libertads too. Reverse Libertads, I believe is what he said just a minute ago. Donald, in your opinion, do you think graded is a better buy? Unless you like gambling and want to gamble on getting the coin and then sending it in, or getting a couple of them and pick out the best ones and send them in for grading and hope for that 70 or 69, whatever grade you're going after. I think buying graded is the better bet because you know what you're getting. Like me, when I made my 76 proof set graded, I went for 69s because there's no way that I could afford 70s. So I went for 69s and pieced together a 69 proof set. So it's whatever, whatever a person, what grade they want to make, if they want to make a set and what they can afford and stuff like that. 70s, if you to get a graded coin, that's you're guaranteed a grade because you're already buying it graded. SF Kim Rush saying that's a gorgeous coin. Yep, they're really nice. Scott S says we had a bad New Year's Eve here. The roads were wet, then frozen, then it snowed. Ooh, the roads were like ice skating rink. Accidents everywhere. Pizza joints closed early. It wasn't good. Oh. Donald, New Mexico says I mostly collect the raw coins, Aztec, but graded are better for resale. I just don't resell. Yeah. That's like me. I used to whenever I sold on eBay, I would buy stuff to resell and then kind of accidentally on purpose forget to resell it.
Resell it, yeah.
I'm going to pick this up, then, do a little bit of something to it, fix it up like I would buy remote control trucks off of eBay or whatever, and I would build them. I'd get the raw kits, and then I would build them like the builder's kits, and I would build them, and then after I built them, I'd put the time into them and started to like them as I built them, and then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to keep this one. Maybe I'll buy another one and build it and sell it. So I would get one and keep it, and then I would buy another one of the same thing and build it and sell it. Because believe it or not, you can stuff that comes in a kit. There's a lot of people out there that buy them, get the kit, build it, and then sell it. Because there's people out there that just don't want to build stuff. I don't want, they're not lazy. They may not have the mechanical know-how. They may not have the time. They may not have the want to. So they'll buy stuff that's already put together from a kit. And that was my target group of people. So I could buy a $200 kit and sell it for $275, $300, because and people are like, why are you selling it so expensive? Your time has to be worth something, because you go to work, and when you go to work, you get paid for your time. So if you're building something, get paid for your time. I mean, it's time is a precious commodity. Scott S. is telling Donald, New Mexico, the Redskins are going to be tough to beat. They want another championship. Oh, yeah. You a fan saying 75? 1975, graduated high school. Class of 75 high school. Gold Aztecs, 73. Baby Huey, 123. Back again. Got caught on the phone. Wasn't ignoring anyone or annoying them. Can't follow the coloring rules yet. Don't. Nope. Compton loves graded coins. I like how SF Kim Rush says, Baby Huey, I didn't feel left out. That's right. No Wednesday night auction this week on 1/3/24. Maybe, Bassman. Maybe we could do a little bit of the coin hunting. What do you think?
If you want.
We can do that.
Anybody else wants?
I found the quarters that Mr. Wiles Palladino sent us, and I have my.
So you found the scope?
Yeah, I got my scope. I brought it. I got my old scope that actually works better than my new scope did. So it actually works. So yeah, we could do some coin roll hunting on Wednesday evening if you'd want to. Maybe, perhaps. You know what? I agree, Donald, New Mexico. 69 is the best grade for collecting, 70 for selling. Yep. Unless you have to have a 70 for your collection. You want pop. There's nothing like a 70 for sure. The only MS-70 I have is my 2017 Cougaran, says Compton. You've got a nice MS-69 too, sir. Very nice. I still couldn't find. I looked at it under a microscope and everything. I could not find anything wrong with that 69 you have. I don't know if you've looked at it. Have you found anything? I know you've looked at it. Have you seen anything on that coin that could have knocked it down from a 70 to a 69, Compton? Yes, Miss Amy likes to knit and crochet and quilt. Yes. She made a quilt for Zoey, made a video on it, a friend mail video on it. She made a quilt for Zoey. Absolutely amazing. She took little pieces, little rectangles, and put them all together in patterns and design and stuff. It's beautiful. Zoey loves that thing. Hey, looky here, Bass Man. JC likes Pam. Good to see you, buddy. 1976, graduated high school. I was learning how to walk in 76.
Well, I would have graduated in 75, but I liked the third and fourth grades too much, too much.
Oh, no, I take that back. I was born at the end of 76. I was born in December of 76, so I was learning how to walk in 77. Didn't mean to lie to you folks. Yeah. Dawn, New Mexico, 74. Silvagata, 71. Nice. Hey, Compton's telling Amy, make me one. This Amy ain't making you nothing. So take that.
I actually like to do patchwork stuff. The quilting. I don't care to do the quilting part of it, but I like to make the tops.
Putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one that's made out of like 9 or 10 pieces or something that make one cat looking thing. And
nice.
Then that makes up a square, and you have to sew them in a certain order. Because if you don't, you can't put 2 of the pieces together because you can't get to them.
My stepmom used to quilt, like Miss Amy, and a lot of folks nowadays use sewing machines.
I do.
Now, my stepmother, she made a 10 by 10 foot by 10 foot quilt. The biggest piece, because I remember sitting and cutting these things out. The biggest piece was 4 inches by 4 inches, a 4-inch square. She did it all by hand. She had the quilting, what is they call the quilting horse or whatever, the quilting frame, the frame.
Mm-hmm.
She had the quilting frame and everything, and she would sit there and sew each and every piece. I mean, stick it down through the top, pull it out, stick it up through the bottom, pull it out. It took her I think it was 7 or 8 months. Every day, at least 3 or 4 hours a day, sewing this thing by hand. I could, no. Nope. Couldn't do it. Her fingers were raw and she wore a thimble on one hand, but like her thumb, where the eye of the needle would touch her thumb, she had blisters on her thumb, and by the time she was done, all 4 of these fingers were calloused, where she was constantly pulling on that needle and the thread was running through her fingers, and yeah, her fingers were calloused by the time she was done. It was crazy. Oh, he's seen something. It has a micro scratch between the eye and the nose. You have to hold it perfectly in the light to see it. I never seen that.
Yeah, if they'd took a little silver solder and patched that up before they closed it, be good.
Bassman. No.
No silver solder either.
No silver solder, no buffing wheel, no Dremel, no acid
Man,
dip, no lemon juice, no Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper.
Ajax powder.
No, hell no. What are you doing to me? I'm gonna be sick to my stomach.
Mm.
Jeez. Ajax. Yeah, just take an Ajax and Brillo pad to it. Crazy. Donald in Mexico says he always drops stitches. Yep fan was playing Red Rover in 76. Red Light 34. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Eventually, he says, but I love it. Eventually, I'll find a 2021 peace dollar to go with it. Awesome. Thank gosh, back to work tomorrow. Been off 2 weeks. Way too long. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You'll go back and forget the password to computer.
Yeah.
Got one.
Miss Amy has lots of patterns. Baby Huey says, good morning, Silver Gator. Class of 71 also. That's cool. That's because, Compton, you're a young one. You're still a kid. 76 wasn't born. I think you were born like 78, weren't you? 79, something like that. 80. Donald in New Mexico is a 55 DDO. Nice. Oh, that's cool, Miss Amy. Grandma Harold cut and sewed by hand quilts. That's cool.
Crane all day. Oh, goodness. That's work.
Red Light 34 says, hello, Bass Man. Hope all is well.
Everything but my right hand right now.
That's cool, Donald. My wife's mom had 2 quilts put in the State Museum. That's cool.
My mom was put in the state asylum. I mean, not in museum.
She took a little grippy sock vacation, did she?
Yeah. You get to go work a few puzzles or something.
They take your shoes and they give you those grippy socks. I heard that I don't know how many times when I was little. They're going to send you to the crazy house. They're going to give you those grippy socks and take your shoes. It's like, what in the world's that got to do with the crazy place?
Yeah.
You know? It's like, well, that's what they do. They take your socks and they give you those grippy socks. Like they do that in the hospital too.
I was in the hospital back when they still would put 2 people in a room.
Yeah.
And I was in one bed and the man in the other bed, and they brought him in there, and he went to get up and he was complaining that when he'd get out of bed, he'd slip. Well, the woman says, we got some socks with little things on them. And he says, they brought me some socks. He had them on upside down.
Oh, shoot.
He'd put them on, and the way they were made, you could put them on and the grippies would be on top of your foot. He had the grippies on top. He didn't think you're supposed to walk on them, I guess.
Yeah, they were designs.
Yeah.
Red Light 34, hope all is well with you and your family too, Tiny. Everything is just fine except for Zoey got some more bad news there last week. In case you folks weren't here and heard, Zoey has tears. Well, it's more than tears. Her cartilage in both her hips is destroyed. So we will know more after they speak with the surgeon. Don't know if they're going to do surgery or if they're going to do less invasive stuff first, but we're looking at some heavy duty stuff for her hips. JC likes Pan. Amy here. My wife has a bunch of Kiss t-shirts. I have been trying to get a quilt made of the t-shirts for 6 years. January 31st when she passed 7 years ago. Wow. Sorry to hear that, man. But yeah, that'd be cool. I always wanted to get some of my old football jerseys and my football, baseball, basketball.
Well, your football jersey would be big enough to build a quilt out of, though.
Probably. Normal sized men use it as a tent.
Yeah.
Heck, this shirt I'm wearing could cover 3 normal size people. I wear a 6X shirt. Frostbite Coins and Collectibles. Good to see you, buddy.
I thought he'd gotten too good for us. He's out there.
Oh no.
He's out there throwing stuff on the YouTube all the time. So I just thought he'd outgrown us.
I watch all your videos and stuff, Frostbite. But like I tell everybody, I'm the world's worst for leaving comments, but I always give you the watch time and I always give you the thumbs up. I even come in and lurk on some of your live chats and stuff, buddy. It's good to see you, man. Baby Huey 123 says, yes, Silvergator, some days I feel as old as dirt. On the phone call earlier, we talked about using a brace and a bit as a planer. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Usury, good to see you, buddy. See, Jackalope knows what I'm talking about. I'm the world's worst for leaving comments.
Yeah, especially if I'm on my phone because I can't.
Yep.
I can't.
That's where I'll watch a lot of videos. That is on my phone too.
Me
yep.
too, and I can't type those little buttons very well.
Yep. My thumbs are too big. You know, they call it fat fingering. I
don't use my thumbs.
Oh, I do.
I hold the phone in one hand and poke it with my index finger of the bad hand.
Yeah.
I'm not tracking it, but my son is. I had just learned about it. The earthquake in Japan.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I haven't been tracking it or anything. No.
He was in there trying to find it on the news when I went to the kitchen earlier.
Oh, I hear you. Miss Amy Harrell cooked chicken this morning and have enough for 3 meals.
All right.
I tease Laura every time I get on the computer with her, you know, ask her what they're having for lunch, having for dinner, and she's like, chicken or chicken or chicken or chicken.
Chicken with sauce, chicken without sauce.
I think today it's Amish chicken breast with caramelized onions, some kind of thick sauce, and something else. And she goes, but it's still just a chicken breast. But I'm like, you know, right now I could go with a nice chicken breast. I'm eating what's that stuff called? Pimento cheese spread sandwiches and bologna sandwiches and stuff like that. So she ain't here. I mean, it's just me and Zach, you know. There's no need to cook some big meal for just me and him. You know, he can get the chicken nuggets and stuff like that, and he eats those and stuff like that. But
I'm no need to cook no big gotta meal. Have black-eyed peas today.
Yeah.
And cabbage, and I forgot what all else there is. There's corn, there's cabbage, black-eyed peas. And yeah, but the black-eyed peas is always the big one. You know, everybody knows that one.
JC likes Pam. Do not sell those T-shirts. Whatever you do, do not sell those T-shirts. Miss Amy Harrell has something for you. JC, put in Quilting Guild in your zip code and see if you get anything. Yes, there are quilting places out there. There are clubs that will get together and make you a quilt, especially a beautiful story like yours. They will make room for you, sir. They will make room for you. And I wouldn't be surprised if 2 or 3 people are working on it at one time. Absolutely. They are doing a nuclear power plant. They do not have a good track record, in my opinion. Okay. I missed something. 7.4 opposite side of the island from Tokyo. Tsunami was around 1 meter. No major damage from that reported. Local military has been dispatched. Navy on standby from Yokosuka. Oh, wow. What else is it that New Year's Day? Cabbage rolls. You're supposed to eat cabbage today or something like that?
Yeah, cabbage is for money.
Yep, they put money in the cabbage.
And black eyed peas is for good luck. Corn is for gold.
Huh. Stings from quilting bees can give you stitches. That's funny. I'm in contact with Navy buddies there, so I'll provide occasional reports if you all are interested. I'd be very interested, sir. Bologna sandwich. Alabama round steak. I like it. The thicker, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Cabbage soup here. Says Frostbite Coins and Collectibles.
Red brine cheddar.
I remember when I was little eating cabbage rolls. I would sit and stuff myself full and never get any money. And my brothers and sisters, well, come to find out, my mom would make cabbage rolls without stuff in them, like 3 or 4, and put them on my plate so I wouldn't choke on the money. But here I am eating all of them, trying to get the money, and there ain't no money in them.
Well, I never heard of anybody actually having money in them before. You're just supposed to eat cabbage so that you get money during the year.
Oh no, they put money in the cabbage rolls, like quarters and 50-cent pieces and stuff.
Oh no, none of that here. You're just supposed to eat cabbage on the first so that you'd have money all year.
I hear you.
Yeah, sauerkraut and pork today is good. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sauerkraut's good stuff. Buddy.
I love sauerkraut. The old canned stuff even. Oh, my aunt used to make it on the back porch in a humongous jar. Or
fermented cabbage, isn't that what that is?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I get it in a I would make that in summer sausage, or summer sausage, Jack Links or whatever. It comes in the big horseshoe shaped thing, kielbasa, stuff like that. But we would get it in the cooler where it stayed cool, not the canned stuff, but in a pack, in a bag, like clear bag about this big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah, I can remember going down to my aunt's and walking by that crock on the back porch.
Yeah.
Yuck. I mean, ooh, did it smell?
Oh, yeah. Whoever got the Susan B. Anthony dollar had good luck all year. See, Compton knows what I'm talking about. I like that. This is funny. When the doctor said they need to change up their diet, I don't think that's what they meant.
Right.
That's funny. Right. Scott S. went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning. The girl grabs the donuts with the hand that had a glove on it. Then she used the same hand and grabs my change. No. whenever I see somebody that has gloves on and they go into the cash register and then go to do something else, like at Dunkin' Donuts or something, I'm like, before you touch mine or anybody else's food, how about switching up them gloves there a little bit?
My daughter
See?
swallowed a quarter once.
So he swallowed a quarter.
And
1997 quarter.
well, I don't know what it was, but I remember when we retrieved it. It was the prettiest color, purple. It toned. I need to have her find that coin and see if it's still purple.
So, everybody, if you want to tone your coins, just swallow them and
see what you
then
get.
retrieve them afterwards, after they've made the journey.
You have to wait it out.
Why would you retrieve it? That's what I can't understand. Why would you go after it?
I wanted to know it came out.
I would just say, "Yep, it came out." Okay, leave it alone.
Well, they wouldn't flush then. They'd just lay on the bottom of the toilet and be looking up at you going, "Hello down there." I got a pair of
that's where
I got an old pair of barbecue tongs and
then went out to make burgers.
Them ones that are about 2 foot long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does that
as natural toning as you can get, I guess.
Does that count as natural toning?
They say kids nowadays actually get sicker than kids when we grew up because they don't eat dirt and stuff.
Yeah.
We used to get germs and things that our body would fight off, and now they're not allowed to play in dirt and get that stuff, and so they don't get it.
Yep. Zoey, she was playing with change one day and she was throwing it up and just like flipping them.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the story that we were told. She was flipping coins, in which she used to flip coins all the time. She'd flip quarters and catch them, and well, she said she flipped it and it went in her mouth. And here I am thinking, yeah, you were tossing it up, trying to see if you could catch it in your mouth, like popcorn or something,
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she swallowed a quarter, and she came running in there and said, "I swallowed a quarter." We called the ambulance. Ambulance came. They sat in our driveway for 45 minutes trying to talk us out of taking her to the, it'll just pass. It'll just pass. I said, what if it's stuck in her throat? Just let her drink some water. I was like, what if it's stuck in her throat and she drinks water and it goes up to her lungs? She just drowned and died. I said, do you want that on your, nope, let's take her. They took her. Well, they took her to Women's and Children's Hospital in Charleston. They didn't have anybody there that could perform. They seen it. They did an x-ray and they seen it in her throat. Well, they didn't have anybody to do the procedure, so they had to take her all the way to Morgantown. That's a 3-hour drive away. So they took her there, and before they went in, they said, does anybody have bets on what year it is? So there was like a pool going around on, they asked the people as they were taking her back, what year is it? What year do you think it is? What year? And I said it was 1997. And that's what year it was. Because I remember in her change that I'd give her to play with to, count money out and stuff, there was a 1997 quarter in there. And that's what year it was. That's what year she swallowed. It's 1997. Silver Wolverine, good morning, sir. Good to see you, buddy.
Tiny?
Yes, sir.
If we're going to go for 30 minutes.
Might as well, huh?
We might as well, but I think we overshot it by 30.
Just a little bit.
By a little bit. Because it's 2:30 now.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. Just stay right there and go ahead and say goodbye, and we'll finish her off.
Well, everybody have a happy new year, whether you get to eat peas or not. And if you get a chance to eat some, that's good. They're not bad for you. And remember, no auction. No auction this week. Sorry, but Kevin's gonna vacation in Florida. So
be at the fun show.
We won't get to have one of them. So anyway, we'll be back though Wednesday morning, and we might drill up a little enthusiasm. We can have a coin search during the auction time that night. So anyway, all of y'all have a good day. And as always, I'm wishing I was fishing. Bye.
Stephen Morgan, good morning. Good to see us. As I examined it and shook it in a jar, it seems to be real. Talking about that two-headed nickel, I do believe is what he had. Everybody saying Zoey's strong? Absolutely. Now, an old wives' tale, and I wonder if you've heard this, Bass Man. They say don't clean, don't sweep, don't do laundry, or anything today. Because if you wash, you're washing away the year. If you clean, you're cleaning away your luck or something like that. Old wives' tale. Laura was telling me.
I don't know, but I'll go for that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Yep. But you guys have a happy new year. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I love each and every one of you. You guys don't forget to check that pocket change, because you never know what you got in your pocket until you look.